Steve Stine from Guitar Zoom here. I've got a new guitar course coming out called All About Intervals, and I thought it would be kind of fun to make a couple of videos to show you just how important it is to learn some elements of the concept of intervals. Number one, so you better understand the terminology that other musicians use when they talk about, notes within a scale or a various chord that you might be learning or something like that. But also how important it is for you in terms of your creativity. So this course is going to cover, not only learning all the intervals and the names that we use, but how they apply to your scales, to your soloing, to chords, using them for ear training. My cat just went by. So let's go ahead and do this. I thought it would be fun to make a couple of videos. And in this first video, what we're going to do is I just want to teach you the names of the intervals, the common names that we use. And I'm just going to go to A and start here, but please understand you could go anywhere on the fretboard and this would work, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back to this A, and what I'm going to do is move right next door here to the A sharp or B flat. Now that is referred to as a minor second, okay? And then we're going to move to the next one. So I'm moving from A to B, and that's now called a major second. And I know this stuff might seem kind of boring, but once you learn them, you know them. And so when you're playing or you're watching somebody play or you get sheet music or you're in a band or whatever it might be, and people refer to things, you're going to know what they're talking about. So please just bear with me. So we've got minor second, major second. The next one's going to be a minor third. So that's A to C is a minor third. Then we've got A to C sharp, which is a major third. Now those thirds are really important because they help define the chords that you play. When you play an A minor chord, it's named so because of that minor third. If you play an A major chord, it's named so because of that major third. So we've got A to A flat, or excuse me, A sharp or B flat right there, which is the minor second, major second, minor third, major third. Now we can take that major third note right here, which is C sharp, and actually put it right here. So it might be a little bit easier to see. Now the next note is going to be this D, and we refer to that interval as a perfect fourth. Then we move to the next note here, which is D sharp or E flat, whatever you want to call it. We often refer to that as an augmented fourth, or we call it a diminished fifth. And the reason is because if we move to the next note, that note right there is called the perfect fifth. So we have a perfect fourth and a perfect fifth, and in between is the augmented four or the diminished five. Okay? Now there are lots of different terms for this, and in the course we're going to go through all of these. We're going to go through why they're called what they're called so you better understand these. But again, I'm just trying to get you kind of set up for the next video here. So we've got our perfect fifth, and we move to our minor sixth, our major sixth, which is actually located right there as well on the fourth string. Okay, then we move to the minor seventh, which is your blues seventh, and then our major seventh. And then finally the octave. Okay, so what I want you to do is just think about those a little bit, study them a little bit, get used to them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in another video and we're going to start talking about how you can use this in a practical application with scales and such. Okay, so be sure that you check out the All About Intervals guitar course and let me know if there's anything I can help you with, and stay positive and share the video if you possibly can, and I'll see you in the next one.